Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. And in the previous video we looked at some of the basic components of a website, or let's say a web page, and then we explored the root component, which is the HTML tag. That is the tag that gets to envelope everything we can see on this page that is not visible on our screen. Then we explore the head tag, which contains stuff like our titles. Then we went ahead to look at the body, and in the body we can see everything that is showing here on our screen. Then we also explored the various heading tags from H1 tag all the way down to H6. Then we looked at paragraph tag, and then also the link tag. Then we also had a look at image tags. Okay, so as you can see, we have an image tag here, and then we explored unordered lists as well as ordered lists. Then we also look at the break tag, which also gives you space, like we need to add space to our documents. Then we also looked at the horizontal line, and we have a couple of them as well. And there was one thing I didn't clarify. If you look at some of these tags, you can see that a tag like H1 has an opening. So it has an opening, then it has a content. This is what it displays. It has an opening tag, content tag, a content, you have a content. Then we have the closing tag. But then if you look at a tag like the horizontal line, you can see that it is only one. It's only the opening. We don't have this. We don't have anything like this /HR. We don't have anything like this. We just wrote the opening tag. This is because some of these tags are called self-closing tags. Okay, so a horizontal break doesn't receive any content, and so it closes itself, the same as the break tag. Okay, you can as well see that for images as well. So the image doesn't necessarily have a content. It is only pointing to a location where we can find an image. This is actually an attribute. This is the source attribute of this image. The image doesn't have a content, and so it is also a self-closing tag. But then if you come to unordered lists, you can see that the unordered lists have individual list items. Even those individual list items have texts in them. So that is how come we write only, we just open the image tag and then we close it immediately without appending an ending tag to it. Okay, so one of the things we also explore in today's video is nested lists. Okay, so let's jump right into that. Let's say nested list, we want to put in the main list. So we'll say then in that URL we can do this. Say then in that li we want to also have in this li we want to have another okay, and this URL to tags. We are looking at all the things we have used in HTML. We can also say attributes. Okay, then now this is a nested list. So after that we can start another li, then we'll say CSS. CSS. How complex this list is. Let's see. Okay, so I think let me just change this to simple web dev. Topics. So as you can see, we have simple web dev topics. Then we have the first one to be HTML, and then under that we have that tags and attributes. Then we have the next item, which is CSS. Then the next one, which is JavaScript, which doesn't have any further breakdowns. You get it? So this is the idea of nested list. Let's put something here to differentiate. Have simple web dev. The next thing we looking at is tables. Now let's use a jar here. Say H2, you can say monthly expenses. Then let's start with the table tab. Say table so say tr table. Then we say th, that's a table header, and then say items, then we have that's table head th, and we say post. So far, let's look at what we created. Let's add other attributes to our table. I think it's not much. We don't have much to see here, but like so. Let's continue. Then now we can. This is our first row. That's the tr, and then in the tr we have the headers th. So this is one th, this is another th. So this is like the heading of our table. So now let's put the table data in there. So we have another tr here, and in that tr now we have tb, which is table data. This one you can say, let's say rent, what is the cost? You see, first item represents the first, so the first header with the first item. Now second header cost. Let's say what's the cost? We can say another TD. Then we say 500. Okay. Let's have a look at what they did. Okay, so as you can see, we have it here, items costs. Then we can add and say that's here. So, and we are adding another row here. That row also represents, we are adding another row in this to represent the full item and its cost. So we can say transport. So we can say TD, then we say transport. As well. Then we can even decide to break this down further. Let's say we could add more items here. We can say table here, and say percentage of salary. You can say percentage. Then let's say I am $1,500. Say let's take the percentage to be 30. Say 30%. This is about 18%. Let's say 22%, 20% is fine. Okay, so TD. Okay, so you can see that our table here is beginning to look like a real table that we see in other applications. So let's continue to explore the basic semantic tags. I think we can go ahead and look at forms. Okay, so forms are basically used to collect user inputs and can include various input elements such as text, fields, checkboxes, and buttons. So forms utilize the form tag and each input element has specific attributes to define its behavior. So we have inputs. Those are the basic input fields for text. So on a lot of pages, let's say we go to this page that I built. You can go to the login and it presents you with a form. So this is an input. It's an input, and then we have a label here. Okay, we have a label here. Then we can have a text area. I don't have that here. Then we can have select options. Okay, so let's go back to our page and then we demonstrate that. Then so let me copy this. H2, and then we can say forms. Okay, so let's rename this contact us. Have the form tag. Okay, now the basic part, the attribute that you see here is called an action. That is what tells the form exactly what to do. Okay, so I'll put this there for now. So for instance, if you build a web application or a bit complex app, a bit complex website, you put the URL you want to submit the form input fields that you collect, you put them here. Okay, but we don't have anything like that now, and so we just put a hash sign symbol there. And let's go ahead and click on the labels. So we talked about labels, so we can say label label. You can say name. We say label therefore. So the for attribute tells you what type of label it is. Okay. So and then content is a. Let's check. We have contact us, then we have name. So we can have an input here. Now this is an input field. Type is text. Okay. Then let's also make use of the other elements we explored here. We spoke about IDs, and we say IDs are used to uniquely identify the various elements on a page. So we know that we never have another name in this form, and so we can say ID and we give it name. So the ID for this is a name, and then we can also have the name attribute. Say the name to the name. Then we can have a placeholder. So placeholders are those texts you see in an input field that gives you an idea of what exactly you should enter. So I'll go back to this place. It says what? Enter your name. So this is a placeholder. So before you click to type something, you see that display there. It says enter your name. But if you submit this form now, this enter your name will not be submitted. It's not, and you didn't input this. It's just suggesting to you what you should put into that text field. So we say placeholder and then say name. Then there's another attribute we called required. So this is what happens if an attribute is required in a form and you submit the form without filling that attribute. Your application will flag it, so it will fill that side before you are allowed to submit. So add a required attribute. Now let's have a look at this field. So as you can see, we have this here, contact us, then we have your name. You can put whatever you want there. And let's add more components. So I'll make this a bit faster. So we should have another label. Okay, then for email, and let's say the name is email. Placeholder, sorry, I think placeholder is name, email, the placeholder is the entire email. So we are applying what we learned. Okay, so as you can see, it's properly spaced. Okay, so let's move to the other aspects of the form. Now let's say you are filling this out so that you can send a corporation or the website a text to describe to launch a complaint or something. So let's use this. So we have another label. We have then say text area. We have the label for message. Okay, so we have the message, that's the core, and then you can put message here. Then use the text area. Area. The name of the text area will be message, the ID, so message, okay, so we have defined the number of columns and rows that we want, and you can say placeholder. Now placeholder. Okay. If I forget, let me put a couple of breaks here as well. Yes. So this is what we have. So you can see contact us, we see name, we see email, then we see placeholder. Okay, just that this is like the skeleton. Okay, so it might not be looking too good, but trust me, these are the same things that you see when you come to this page. These are basically the same things that you see when you come here. Okay, so let's continue. Now we can notice that what we are seeing here, it has we looked at some of the things we can see on a typical web page. In our introductory video, we looked at stuff like the header, the footer, the nav bar. So this is like so let's use this typically. Okay, so you can see this is our header section, and this is our navbar section. Then we have a footer here. And then we have other sections. So let's say go to the home, for instance. We have the carousel section. Then we have another section for contents. Then we have this big banner section here. Okay, so you can have article sections. So let's go back to our Wikipedia page. You can see this is an article. It's like an article section. Then we have the aside section. So this is an aside. Let's say the sidebar over here is like an aside. Okay. So let's jump into making this a bit more practical. So we'll go back here, and then let's just create something in here. Okay, so we'll create a new file. Okay. Want to create a file under this. So we say basic semantics. Basic semantics.html. Okay, so we've just created another. So now you can pause the video here and try and define the basic structure of the HTML document. That is, it should have the document declaration, it should have the root, which is the HTML enclosing tag, and then it should have the head and the body. So pause the video here and then try it out. Okay, so if you remember from our second video, we start this here, say doc type HTML. We do this is the document type declaration. Then the next thing is to define the root element, which is the HTML. In the HTML we have the head tag. The head tag, and that head tag can contain something like the title. So keep this title basic. Then after the head we have the body. Our main contents going there. So let's just put an H1 here and say hello. Let's try it. We are good to go. So if you do something like this, this is what you should end up with. Okay. Now we are going to explore the typical ones. Let's start from the header. So all these things we talk about, all those things you could see, for instance, what we saw here, like those sections, nav bars and everything, all goes into the body tag. Okay, so we already established in our first video that nothing in the header tag is visible on our page. Okay, even though we had a title, that title is only listed as the name of the document or the name of the page, which is basic semantics. Okay, so let us proceed. So we'll say, look at the first element. I'll take this out. So I'll take this out for now. Say header. Then in our header we want to put an H1 that says my blog. Say H1 my blog. Then we want to put a nav element. So say nav. Then each of those nav elements have links. We establish that we start the link with an H tag. So we'll say A, then href, say href. Okay, so the reason I'm putting the hash symbol there is we've not created those pages yet, so I don't want the page trying to redirect and finding, and it will display something else, and so I am tagging it so that it doesn't redirect. Okay, so we have another A. Contacts. Let me call it contact. Okay. So let's refresh our page and see what we have here. Okay, so as you can see, we have, okay, I think I want to bring this H1 down. So see the H1. See this, we have then we also have, let's put a comment here. Do you remember how to put a comment? I think you should pause the video and then put the comment at this point before we continue. So pause the video and then add a comment. The comment should read, this is the header tag. Okay, so let's see. Then at the end of it, to then now in that main, we have various sections. So let's put a section here, say section. H2 here, say the test article. In the latest articles, we can have each individual article tag. So say article, then in the article H3, H3 say understanding HTML5 semantic tags. So say semantic I think it's about time I introduce you to Lorem Ipsum text. Okay, Lorem Ipsum. So you can type Lorem Ipsum to any of the spaces. So Lorem Ipsum is like it's a randomized text, like random text. You know, if you are building your web pages, sometimes you just want to represent text. Maybe you decide what to put in there later, but then you just want to put something there and then see how it looks like. You can visit loremipsum.com and then copy some of those random texts and paste them there. So as you can see, this is beginning to look more like this. This is beginning to look more like that. Peter, I want to see. So this aside will be, I think we'll have to explore this later on when we are adding CSS and JavaScript. So I'll take this out for now. Okay, so I've turned it into a comment, and because of that, it will not display when I refresh the page. Beginning to look more like the websites that we see. Now let's explore more in this image of this text. Okay, so let's see. Let's look for that. SRC. Source here. There are a lot of stock images here that you can use for your just that it is a bit too big, so you might have to add more attributes to scale it down a little. So now my source is so alt is used to describe what type of images. It's mostly important to know that, so that people with vision disability who are using screen readers to access your web page will know what exactly is there. So I can say picture of basic HTML code. Basic HTML page code. Okay. That's distributed now. Then another attribute we can add here. So you can say width. Width should be 400. That would be 400 pixels. Height should also be 300 pixels. Okay, now let's take a look at our page. Let's refresh this. See, we have scaled down a bit. Let's say that a little more. We could say should be, let's make it 700. Height should be 500. Let's say 400. Okay, so let's do the same for, so we just copy this. This time was the formatting HTML5 semantics. Okay, so let's can find that best describes this. So our website is taking shape. Yes, so we talked about internal links and then external links. Okay, and then internal links are the links that point to other pages or other portions of our website. So it could be from one page. So we could put an internal link to link to other parts of our page, or we link it to another page also on our website. But then we can also put a link that will point to another website. Okay, that one is called an external link. So let's explore that. Okay, so we can put something here, a link here. So let me say tab. In this section, we put a link here. We'll call it say this. Call the link. Go to top. Say okay, so before we put in the reference, we spoke about IDs. Okay, so let's look at some of the IDs we have up here that we can leverage. Do we have any ID here? Okay, so we can put an ID here and say ID. Now let's put an ID in section 1. Section 1. So we know section 1 is at the top of our page, so you can just put this here, then add section. Okay, so let's try this in our document. Scroll down, so we have to top. If I click this, it has brought me to the top of it. So as you can see, we have our latest article. Blah blah blah. We have it. Okay, let's say you have a long page, like you have a long web page, very long. You have to scroll like 10 screens to get to the top. This is a very simple way of linking to the top of your page using something, an internal link. Okay, so another example of internal link will point you to a different website, a different web page. So So let's try and replicate that also. So we have home, we have about, we have contact. So let's assume that the first web page we created is our home page. Okay, we are going to link this home to this particular page. Okay, so what is the name of the page? Is index.html, right? So we'll just change this to index.html. Okay. Let's try it out. So if we click home, okay, I think I have done something wrong here. Let me quickly have a look. Okay. This hash means it should stay on this page. It shouldn't leave. So this should fix it. Let's refresh the page and then say, okay, so we are here. We've arrived on our first page. So that is internal links. Then an external link points you to another website. So let's say we want to read more. Can say here, you can put a link here saying, I'll put a BR here first. See, we can include this tab. See that our href is www. Let's try it out. Say read more on www. So when I click this, okay, so it's trying to redirect us. Okay, so I think we need to add the protocol https / then okay, so this should work. Okay, so if you look at what happened here, if you look at this, it's trying to access from, you see the way the URL is structured. It's just trying to append google.com, assuming that it is part of my device or is part of this website. So one more thing you need to add here is the target attribute. So we say target. In our target, we want to use blank. let's try that again. So now, okay, so we need to go back first. Let's refresh this. Then our target is blank. Click it. It should redirect us to google.com. Okay, so take note, while doing this, you have to first is your email, the full URL of the site, and then the target should be pointing to a blank page. So that is an external link. Now explore something else. So I think we have seen enough. We have all the basic components in this page. We have our navigation, we have our header, we have our articles, images. One other thing we didn't explore is videos. Okay, let's look at videos shortly. So let's go back here. I think we might want to replace one of these with a video. It's the say controls. Now we can have the SRC. We have the SRC. I have a video here. It's called swing.mp4. So you can say swing.mp4. So yes, inserted our video. Then we can have another. Let's say we are playing video from external source like YouTube. Okay, let's say we can do something like this. Let's add another video tag here. We have the iframe tag. Okay, then it will ask us for a source. To a place like YouTube and then copy video URL. Let's define the width and the height as well. say autoplay. Then we can say, now let's get a bit more into this. We can say allow to allow access. So choose to allow screen. That's another. Let's see how it plays out. So I think our URL here might have some problem. When we copy the video link, we have youtube.tv, but we should make this youtube.com/embedded and then the video. So this should work now. So this should work now. Let's check it out. We copied this directly from the YouTube video, but then try this. It's not going to work. So that is because this is not the format that YouTube allows for embedded videos. So we have to edit this a little. So we'll say www.youtube.com/embedded. Okay, this should work now. Let's try it out. We have https://www.youtube.com/embed. Okay, I made a mistake here. /embed. And then so this is how it sets an external link. So basically we've had a look at all of these in the first one video. So basically in this series we had a look at the basic semantics of HTML pages. We styling of our HTML page. So now we have the skeleton. We need to style this to begin looking like those well laid out HTML websites that we see all around. So stay tuned and watch out for the next video.